love a funny viral video. Now, this one by my next guest has been viewed over 76 million times. It involves a 911 call, a wig, a trunk, and an officer. Take a look. Y'all, please welcome Toria Townsend. Okay. I'm still laughing about that, Toria. Now, we got the 911 call that caused all the commotion over your wig. You gotta take a listen.
How can I help you?
I was just driving down Lincoln Way, and I was behind this car, and they had, like, hair sticking out of their trunk, and I don't know if it was, like, a wig or if it's, like, a possible person in their trunk.
Okay, so Toria, how did your wig end up hanging out of your trunk?
Okay, so that day was a high flaming mess day for me, okay? Anybody that personally knows me knows I'm always late to something. But that day, I was late to my hair appointment. And anyone knows, when you late to your hair appointment, either you get canceled or you gotta pay a late fee. And that was $75. I don't got that to get. So I finally get to my hair appointment. I run through the door, and I realized I had my wig on. I'm like, oh, man. So I ran back to my car, took my wig off, and threw it in the trunk.
Right.
Not paying attention where it landed, okay? 5 hours later, because I'm getting my braids, and you know it takes a while to get your braids done. Okay, I'm feeling good, looking good, okay? I'm not thinking about no wig or nothing. So I'm on my way back home, and I'm starting to realize people are giving me stares. I'm like, what's wrong with folks? I'm like, y'all must woke up on the wrong side of the bed. What's going on? So, okay, so I finally get to the city I live in. I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm like, I haven't ate nothing. I've been in her chair for 5 hours. She didn't offer me nothing to drink, nothing to eat, nothing. So I'm like, you know what? I got a taste for some chicken strips at Dairy Queen. So
and you went to
I went through the drive-thru.
You went through a drive-thru with the hair hanging out?
No one said nothing to me at all.
My gosh.
No one said nothing to me. So I got my chicken strips and went home.
And then that's when the police arrived.
Not even 10 minutes, okay? Now remind you, I'm eating my chicken strips. I haven't ate for 5 hours. I got barbecue sauce on my shirt, crumbs on my face. And I'm like, you know, so I get a ring at the doorbell. I'm like, who is this calling? I mean, who's at the door?
Right.
I look in the peephole. I'm like, it's the police. I'm like, what did I do? I'm like, I don't do nothing. I'm a good citizen, you know? Yeah. So I work, I go to school, and, you know, I got an upcoming wine. So I'm like, what's going on? So I opened the door. It was this fine officer, fine as wine, fine as wine. And he said, you know, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hello. He said, craziest thing. We got a call. Someone was concerned. I'm like, what happened? He said, well, are you a hairstylist?
Yes, that's what he
I'm
said.
like, no. And my stuff started to itch out of nowhere. So I'm like, no. And he said, well, you got some hair coming out your trunk.
That's when he told you. You had the hair coming out. Did you think you were gonna get arrested?
I was scared. I
know you.
But before he even said something, I had to tell him, I'm sorry, my breath smelled like chicken strips. I just had some chicken strips.
Because he was so fine.
Yeah, he was so fine.
Now, you had no idea. How did you feel when you saw that this video you put out went viral?
I was so excited, but I didn't think it was gonna go out that far, you know, went so fast. But I'm glad. I just put it on social media because it was funny. And people back at home knows that I love my wig. And you see officers, you know, with good sense of humor. So I think it's a great video.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Now, do you recognize, look forward, do you recognize this officer?
That's a fine one!
Yes, this is a fine one.
I'm looking for you!
Now this, Toria, this is Sergeant Reed from the Massillon, Ohio Police Department, or as we like to call Sergeant Reed, the fine one. Now, Sergeant Reed, you had the funniest reaction when you were dispatched to Toria's house. Can you tell us about it?
Absolutely. So, dispatch gets the call. All the information goes to them, and they relay it to us to, you know, go to the house. We get the Cliff Note version. There's hair hanging out of a trunk, and the caller's concerned. This is, you know, could be a person, could be a body. And, you know, crazier things have happened. So I'm thinking, okay, well, here we go. Get to the house, I walk up, and I see the hair firsthand hanging out of the trunk, okay? It crossed my mind, and I thought, please don't be a body. Get to the front door, make contact with Toria here. She comes out. She was shocked. She was caught off guard. Not a typical response for a criminal that may have just committed, you know, such crime. So that was nice to put me at ease a little bit for that. So, you know, we continue to talk. You know, break the ice with the question about, you know, being a hairstylist. I can't just walk up and say, excuse me, is there a body in your trunk? That's not gonna fly. And yeah, it was a great interaction, you know, trying to be Mr. Professional, but, you know, still human. I had to laugh. I couldn't hold it in anymore.
Well, you know what, Sergeant Reed, we want to thank you for doing a job well done. And Toria, we want to make sure that your wigs are properly put away in your trunk so that this doesn't happen again. So we had this wig out wig box made just for you.
Thank you. I love it. Oh, yes.
And Sergeant Reed, AKA the fine one, your squad was exceptional in handling this situation. So we're gonna send you 13 donuts to the station to mark this memorable day on June 13th. Because I heard y'all like donuts, so we're sending them to you. I just had to say, thank you, Sergeant Reed. I love your story, Toria.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
We're gonna